Hello, this is Crenstar, and today I am messing around with using MIDI and FX selector to modulate and or change the effects that it's applied to make it more rhythmic. I am also changing up my instruments using this note grid, which I'll get into. So I'm kind of showing two kind of techniques to create some interesting sounds. More or less for ambient, cinematic, that kind of genre. Unearthly and or kind of weird. Great for probably, like horror movies or stuff like that. Real easy stuff to make. Any rate, so this FX selector, the reason why I'm doing this, by the way, is Bitwig 5.0 beta 11 dropped within the last couple of days, and they included, if you've played with it before, this mode here. Previously they've had a mode section right here, but now it's a part of this area right here. This FX selector has this note MIDI source, and I thought, well, how could I abuse that? So this is the project. So up here I have this track up here with just MIDI notes, and it is purely to mess with this FX selector. Pretty cool stuff. So I'll play it without it. That's without it. Basically right now I have the instrument selector going, and it's using the CC mode. And I'm driving a CC through this little thing here that every time it hits a note, it goes through the CC, and it goes through and hits these constants that drive the CC value that's changing this. And that's just for the instrument selector. So let's go on manual and do a pretty... Alright, same type of sounds, right? So if we hit play, as you can see, the FX selector here is actually going through the notes now. And that's because I have like a couple of different really wild effects going. I have the bit 8 that's saturated with a little bit of drive. I have the chorus going with it going through the tape mellify to give it and I got some really wild settings on this one where I cranked up basically everything to give it a really wild sound when it hits that. I got a convolution to give it some reverb. And then I got a pitch shifter only on, I think, the middle. No. Actually, this whole thing should be in the middle. Which is really cool. And then when you have the instrument selector where it's going... Overall pretty cool. Now the instrument selector here for the VSTs does not have a note MIDI source. So what I had to do is I had to kind of go into the FX, and it's no longer there, is it? Huh. Oh no, I'm sorry. I had the pre-effects. Here we go. The note receiver. So it's getting off the instrument source 1, just like the note effects here, or the FX selector here. See the MIDI here. So I have a note receiver going into the note grid, and that's coming in on channel 2. So that basically it's not going to send information past this part right here. So everything on instrument 1, let me get back to instrument 1. Up here, it's actually all channel 2. See, channel 2. So when I go into here, it's not driving this instrument or the FX selection, but it will be driving the note grid. So every time this goes off, this will hit, and it'll drive through here, and then it'll give it a different thing. Regrettably, that when I'm also playing it, it also goes through this. One of the things I can do is detect whether or not it's channel 2. In fact, let me do that right now. Not to intentionally lengthen the video, but just to show it done. So basically, if this shows channel 2, then I wanted to not use this, and I wanted to drive through. So really quick, we want was it math? Math? Yeah. Logic. Duh. All right, we want the equals. Yeah. All right, so we want to say that if, and this one up here is oh, no, the green one, channel. If the channel is equal to channel 1, so we want a constant of 1. No, I don't want to duplicate the line. I want to duplicate the constant. There we go, finally. All right, and I don't want, even if it's on channel 2, the way that it comes through, it's always 1 less. We've saw that in the other ones. So basically, if the channel is 2, then what this is going to allow is it's going to allow the selector. So we have to put in the selector of the mix, and then we say, hey, if you come in through here and you are channel 2, okay, that's not what we, yeah, that's correct. No, that's not correct. All right, there we go. Oh, all right, and we need a merge. Maybe a sum will do. This is the bypass. So basically, it should not be running the phase. Give me a second. I might have to change this up. Okay, figured it out. I was using it on the wrong side. So basically, if it's not playing, the MIDI's not going. While this looks like it's going, it's not sending any information because basically I have this select out that basically says only if this equals the channel 2 that it's going to actually go through the main channel or the secondary channel. So you see this is always on the first one. Now when I hit play, you'll see constantly on the second one. And now it's going through the different instruments. So I hit stop, it stopped going. So pretty cool. Really cool, actually. If you're really wanting to get something really unique and rhythmic and kind of without being random, you want the same thing going. These control right here everything that's going on with these selectors and both CC values and or the FX selector. So this one purely uses it to know when to go because it has this thing that tells it where it's coming from. We have to hack the instrument selector a bit because it does not have it over here. So we had to convert the MIDI to CC, and then we get it. Overall, pretty cool. If you want the preset, let me know. I'll go store it somewhere. Overall, this is how I have it set up in here. And I have, again, the trick is that this has to be all channel 2 type information coming into the instrument selector or the note grid, so that it does not mess with this information when it's being used for control, because otherwise the MIDI will mess it up, and realistically it'll be playing it. So if I hit everything, make it to channel 1, you'll actually hear it now. And I'm not playing, because you'd see this stuff down here if I was actually playing. The thing that you're actually hearing is basically the notes coming through, and we don't want that. So going back to here, select everything, let's put it back on channel 2. And nothing. Because it's all on channel 2, everything's listening to channel 1 from a VST perspective. And you're getting trippy sounds. This is in part thanks to Absinthe 5, Massive X, and Wavestate Native, which this one I have to make it on camera more. I really love this VST. It's growing on me. But anyways, I hope you liked the video. Thank you very much for watching if you got this point, and I will catch you later.